Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Kory. We had such a good time in Florida last week, and I'm thinking about that as I got ready to sit down and have coffee with you guys. I'm like, how do you know you had a really fun time? You talk about it 2 weekends in a row on Coffee with Kory. But we left last Friday morning, got back on Monday morning. So we were gone about exactly 72 hours. And I made that comment as we got on the plane to come home, and one of the guys goes, yeah, we were gone 72 hours. I think we only slept about 6 of it. And I'm like, yeah, we didn't sleep a lot, but we jammed a lot of fun into those 3 days that we were gone. And got to take them to some of my favorite spots on beaches that really bring me peace and joy and serenity, and sharing those places with some of my very best friends, just one of life's blessings. And I appreciated that they were troopers. They're generally not quite as early of a riser as I am, and so they were troopers. They got up, they joined me. The second morning though that we were getting up in Florida was the day we were supposed to go fishing, and so Chad decided he needed a little extra sleep. Jeremy and Kory and I set off for the beach, and it was cold. Oh my goodness, it was as cold as I've ever been in Florida, and windy. And when we got down to the beach that morning to kind of take in some of the sights, we're looking at each other going, holy smokes, it's going to be chilly on the boat. And right about that time, the captain of the boat texted me and said, hey, it's going to be pretty miserable out there today and probably not very good fishing. You want to just try and catch it next time? And we were like, hallelujah, yep, let's pass. And so a little while later, we're walking down the beach, and we noticed a fish on the shore, and they talked me into picking it up so we could take a picture and send it to Chad and letting him know that was the only fish that we were going to be getting for the day. So that was a little bit of the humor. But we also got to hit a few of the places to eat that Jossie and I really enjoy. Wicked Cantina. Who knew they serve breakfast? Jossie and I are generally not over there at breakfast time, but we got to have breakfast there. Walked across the street to Coconut Hut and watched the surf roll in that morning. Holy smokes, it was a lot rougher than I had seen it, and it was chilly. But I got to enjoy a beverage there, and then went to Oakenstone, which is, last week or a couple weeks ago, I think I mentioned Roundhouse and how I really enjoy that place here in Sioux Falls. Oakenstone is like the Mecca. Chad took a picture of all the beer taps, and we'll throw that up here, but we really enjoyed it, so much so that we went back there both days we were in town. So once again, great times with good friends. I highly recommend taking advantage of any good time that you can spend with good friends like that. It was great. I have to touch on a work item, because we were talking about it at our office meeting last week, about what goes into a home trade. We started advertising some homes where the seller's willing to take a house in on trade. Actually, it's whenever we're advertising that, it's really more about me or my company taking the house in on trade, but there's some advertising rules behind that. So anyway, but the point being is that a lot of the team members were like, Kory, most people are going to be pretty confused and not really understand what really goes into taking a home in on trade. Most people's mind goes to what happens in a car transaction. If you got a $40,000 vehicle and you're coming in and you're going to buy a $60,000 vehicle, you pay the $20,000 difference in cash. You give them your car, sign over your car, and pay the difference. And it's not the way it works with a house. But it's not complicated. But it is also one of those things where, as my team mentioned it, like, Kory, if we're really going to do this effectively, because we're one of the few companies out there that can do that, largely because of the fact that we also have rental portfolio and property management and that kind of thing. So when we're taking houses in on trade, we don't have to turn around and sell them right away. So to be able to really utilize that as a tool for the experience, it's probably going to be pretty important for people to understand how it really works. So the intention is to put together and set up like a webinar or some things where we can do a little bit of interactive online type scenario. So please, if you have any interest in that at all, stay tuned to our social media. We'll be hopefully getting that set up here within the next couple of weeks. And we can talk more about ideas to keep the wheel turning in this market that's a little bit slower than it has been in years gone by. So that's the work item. I'm going to let you guys go, but I first got to give just a quick shout out to a good friend of mine who kind of had gotten away from some of the things that made them strong and made them the best version of themselves. And in recent days, kind of getting back on the track and doing a little bit of working out and that kind of thing. And they sent me a message the other day and let me know that. And just not going to call you out by name, but I want to let you know I'm proud and hope you'll just keep rolling. So hope the rest of you will also keep rolling, and we'll see you next week on Coffee with Kory.